Hello, Hassan Mass Reviews here for another review. Now look, the Joseph King of Dreams review is coming. Let's just say my editor has got other things he needs to do, and I'm willing to wait. So here's my next review. It's Remember the Titans. Now this is a movie I saw, I think about, maybe, I first saw it I think about 2014, 2015, I think it's 2015. And it was, I basically watched this as part of a racial discrimination history thing I did, as part lesson I did, and I thought it was pretty good. I think it went really well, and I think it was definitely it definitely is one of the better Disney adaptations of a real life story. So what is it all about? This follows an American high school football team, and who has just merged with another school to form the first ever black and white joint school, and that includes the football team. And initially, the white players refused to, of course, play against the African Americans. Eventually, they put aside their differences and actually start playing the game together. Start playing together. Their new coach, who's played by Denzel Washington, rallies his team together and is able to find a way to get all his players to actually cooperate and work together. Unfortunately, the rest of the school doesn't agree to the merger like the boys have now become. So they must put together on the game field and get the school behind them. So yeah, you know how this is probably going to go. You know how this will end, and if you know the original how it went in history, you will know how things are. But in the end, Disney and Jerry Bruckheimer actually adapted this really well. I mean, compared to Cool Runnings, this is probably as good as you're going to get when it comes to Disney adapting a real story, and a real sports story, to be in fact. So, yeah, it's handled pretty well here. And it's not as corny as you would think. I mean, okay, it is corny, but it's corny in the right ways, with the exception of some moments, which is a negative. But yeah, it's Disney, you will know what to expect. And this was released in 2000, where it was really easy to see the corniness. The acting is handled really well. As I said, Denzel Washington does really well in this. This is probably my favorite movie of his, and even young Hayden Panettiere, who you will later know as the voice actor for Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, is in this, and she does a really good job. As do some of the other actors in it too, like Will Patton and some of the others. But the conversations they have when building up in the training sessions and leading up to each game is handled really well. I could listen to the coaches talk about how they plan on winning the games each and every time. They handle really well. Yet again, as I said, there are faults. As I said, it is corny at points. I mean, they do play a lot of songs like Ain't No Mountain High Enough and Hey Hey Goodbye a lot of times in this, and it did handle well, but it probably was a bit overused at some points. I mean, some cases it works well, like at the end, which I'm not going to spoil what happens, but alright, they come after the season after their first season together, they eventually come back together. Well, the first team, the team that's in the movie, come back together for a sad event. But I won't explain what it is. You can either watch the movie or look it up. To find out what exactly happens at the end. So they handle the song they use at the end is actually really okay with the guy singing. That's fine, but some of the other times it gets overused. There are some inaccuracies. I mean, they do portray one of the footballers in this who is actually actually became a famous NFL player as well. They do show him kissing a few guys, and they maybe are hinting that he's gay, but he's not actually in real life. And the two main boys in this team, who are the original leaders of the white and black group before they got meshed together, and which also in the movie focuses on their friendship. One of these boys has an accident, and he refuses to let anyone else see him except for his friend, who he actually calls as his brother. And later on, one of them would actually state that it was not their relationship wasn't like that. They were just good friends. So yeah, that's that. And the final game, when they reach the grand final of the series, it's I won't lie, it goes on a little bit too long for me. In some yeah. But you know, outside of that, I still think Remember the Titans is a really good movie. I recommend you check it out. It's handled really well and definitely is one of the better real life stories Disney has adapted. And so yeah, well, what am I going to give it? I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10 stars. So this is Remember the Titans, and Hasm Has Reviews is out, and I promise my next review should hopefully be Joseph King of Dreams review. Bye.